Hello, everybody that does not know, which is everybody. I am Valik. I make art of my little world, and I've known Who's for a few years now, so I'm excited to see what we got.
He's known me for 7 goddamn years.
7 years.
He's seen me go through every different artistic endeavor humanly possible. He's one of the very few people I trust with showing art to give me an honest opinion and to not butter my balls, if you will. So for those that don't know, I have a record coming out July 11th. It's called All Dogs Go to Heaven and All Artists Go to Hell. It's written during a time of much turmoil. I thought I was dying. I was going through a sexuality crisis as well. I am very queer. Beyond that, it's none of your business. Have you heard this before?
No, first time.
Have you heard anything about this?
I just heard that it was made during a time of crisis. Its creator was going through a bit of a sexual awakening.
Sexual awakening is crazy. Shout out Untitled, please sponsor me. Sponsor one of us.
I like you got the hand with the rings just above the crotchal region.
You know who took this photo?
Oh, no shit.
I'm gonna put bleep. Literally as I'm in the hospital. All of these photos are from when I was in the hospital. Because literally as I thought I was dying, I was like, this will make great content. Them taking those photos of you at the hospital when you thought you might be dying. I think there's something to be said there. But, what can you do, brother? Shall we begin?
I think we shall.
Oh, was that one melody? Oh, yeah. All dogs, they go to heaven, and artists, they go to hell. I'm in bed with 2 lovers masquerading as a good idea. Been ejected towards the worst I fear. My level of depression is impressive. Get a +1 bonus when I ignore a message and
That's a solid opener. Not only is it a good idea to open up with something that's a little more mellow, I think opening with a feature is also not a bad idea. I think it's a good, soft, projection into the project. It does make me wonder what the rest of these are going to sound like. I like the pace of that song. In the beginning of it, I was a little distracted because my other thought I had about the intro, but immediately I was like, oh, BB No Money. With the forgetting that melody. Oh shit! I know that wasn't on purpose, but that was I'll be surprised if anybody
makes that connection.
Yeah.
So up next, Perfect Morning.
they come out, the show out, they come out, the show out. Won't go away, it won't go away, it won't go away, no matter how much I shave.
I gotta say, another surprising one. I think this one, I haven't heard any of these other ones yet. I think that one might be my favorite. I think it's important for any artist to be upfront about all their fears, especially in, again, an industry where setting all that shit aside and being the best of the best, the macho of the macho. I'm from the Midwest. One of those things that you hear growing up a lot is from very, masculine figures is pull yourself up by your bootstraps. The more heart-to-heart conversations you hear is don't be afraid to cry, but that's coming from somebody that do as I say, not as I do. I heard from my grandfather. He was the one that told me it's okay for men to cry, and then that motherfucker never in my life have I seen that dude. I think songs like that are very important.
So that song leads directly into God's post-nut clarity.
Yeah, let's hear it.
Beautiful blonde hair and blue eyes, like he's got Barbie's roots. Dick made him cockstock, now I'm dodging with the Rocky moves. Doesn't even know how to slay. Doesn't know how to slay. Oh, it pays to be gay.
I'm glad there's somebody in the industry that shows that there is sleaze in the LGBTQ plus. You come across very sleazy, but at the same time, a victim as well of just the I don't want to call it a scene, but the hookup life, the fucking maybe some having lingering feelings because of those things. Again, I'm from the Midwest, so a lot of this stuff is it's interesting to see, but typically it's you hear about anybody that's queer, and it's this kind of side of it's never touched on.
I'm a very big fan of rapping about boys and men the same way most people rap about women.
Yeah.
Just being able to parallel that is great. So yeah, any man can get it.
Hell yeah.
Up next is I Wish I Was a Sociopath.
I can hear the loudmouth fat cat voices of vices run around my head. I watch the last man go off backspin, walk outside. I wish I was a sociopath.
All right, okay. I was wrong. I thought The Perfect Morning might be my favorite one. That one, big fan. Subject matter, you know, like it's real. It's real shit. And I don't know, like maybe it's just me being artsy fartsy motherfucker, but I really like you peeling back some of this stuff, and I don't know, it's cool to hear your worldviews and how you're feeling about everything, 'cause the world is fucking shitty, and I think that one is my favorite so far.
I'll mention this, and I'll keep this in the video. One of the things I both love and hate about my own writing is it has a habit of being prophetic, like it's almost like a self-fulfilling prophecy.
Sure.
So everything here, minus this, was written 2-3 years ago.
No shit. Okay. Interesting.
Literally, the timeline is like most of the record is from 2022, some pieces of 2023, and then this was December of last year.
Oh, yeah.
So big reason why I'm so torn with this album is because it feels like a me that doesn't exist in.
Sure.
A me that's gone. And a lot of the writing also feels like me, you know, I've learned to be less cryptic in times.
Sure.
And there's a lot of, you know, a lot of crypticness within here, you know.
Yeah, it's just art.
On Mark of the Best, I say, you know, Ghostface, the poetry, the meanings to taste, which is how I used to feel. I like to be a bit more broad with my feelings nowadays.
Yeah.
So it feels like listening to a different man.
Interesting. Okay.
But it is both beautiful and sad.
Maybe that man fucking died on that hospital bed, you know what I'm saying?
All that being said, the final track, Silent Sun.
I had planned on dying today. Felt the shivers in my lower intestines, knowing that the next hours would be hellish. Bible thumpers living deep inside my mama's skull. Never yelled who I was. I'm the silent son.
So, final thoughts.
It definitely does, and you know, you were talking about prophetic lyrics and things like that in your music. Having a full scope of the album is definitely a sad album. Definitely a sad album. Like, it's not depressing, it's not dreary, you know what I mean? It's sad, and it's not a bad thing.
In other news, the sky is blue.
Right. I look at this, and I'm like, damn, this is a kind of album. This is the album of an artist that never gets to see their fame.
Oh.
You know what I mean?
Fuck you for saying that, because Hans said the same shit.
No shit.
He said to me, you do realize there's a great chance that no one will understand this until you die.
Yeah.
And I told him I'm okay with that. A lot of the art that I love, you know, the benders, the ideas, they're all dead and gone. Never knew who I fucking was. Died when I was 18, 9 years old, whatever the fuck. And their music lives with me to this day.
But all in all, I tell you what, viewer at home, hey, elbows off the table. We're eating. All right? All right?
An asshole.
Good shit. All dogs go to heaven. All artists, they go to hell.
God don't live in Glendale. Karma is a bitch, and I got her by the fishtail. Inhale fumes, it's crude, but it's detailed. Rough in my skull, you can feel it like it's in bread.